Coming up in this week's video.
We've got some coke trowels in this country, nice and small. So you're picking different.
Inventor of the cavity tray cleaner.
Right, here we are then folks, so regional heat for Super Trowel 2024. So back at Hertfordshire College, it's a scaled down version of the main event. So the wall is still 9 inches, it's 20 bricks long, they get 45 minutes and they get 5-10 minute break, and then they got to point up both sides of the wall. So the judging criteria and the tolerances are still the same as the main event last year, and there's a few of the same judges from the main event last year as well. So this is the Southern Regional Heat. Next week in Warrington is the Northern Regional Heat. I believe they're going to take the best from the regional heats, the Southern and the Northern, and then put the selected best few from there into the final in August in Milton Keynes. So pretty much same setup as before. The muck is from the silo. I do believe it's a reusable muck, so it's must have lime in it as opposed to standard silo mortar. The college apprentices are here. They're doing some knocking up today, making sure the muck's flowing. So labourers will come out and load out for the lads beforehand, and then 45 minutes laying time. Same rules apply, exactly the same as the final last year. No, you got to lay the opposite side of the wall overhand, no going around both sides. Bricks look nice and dry, which could work against them today, ironically. But yeah, it's good showing out. I think there's 17 competitors here today, which is good going for a regional heat. It's behind closed doors, I assume, because they don't want the figures getting out before the Northern heat. So this video won't go up until both are complete, or if it does, I will keep the figures to myself and then maybe reveal them in an updated one. So great setup here, Hertfordshire College. Good bit of support here already, considering it's behind closed door, but a couple of the sponsors. I see Harris Brick Safety System, the thing for propping up walls. I've seen the lads, the Scorpion Cavity Tray Cleaner. I've seen them lads here. A couple of lads from Philadelphia flew all the way over to compete today. Actually reached out on the channel about doing a couple of days work for us, but unfortunately due to the CSCS card situation we couldn't accommodate, but fortunately they managed to get on the site and have a little go with our brick system and gauging system and what have you. So had a quick chat with them. Bricks are obviously smaller lengthwise, depthwise over in America, so it'd be interesting to see how they get on, but obviously quietly confident if they flew all the way over from Philly to Hertfordshire College to have a go. Right, so it's 10 o'clock, so they're now get an hour to set out. So 1 course of trench blocks, 1 course of bricks, or 2 course of bricks and 9-inch wall. They get 1 hour to do this, so from 10 to 11. So let's get around and have a look, see how people are getting on. Right, it is approaching 10:30 and most people are sort of set out by now. 1 course of blocks, 2 course of bricks. No, this don't count to the quality or anything. Everything is measured off of here, but obviously this is where you determine your length of your wall, your perch spacing, stuff like that. So it makes sense to sort of take a bit of time and a bit of effort on this part, because if it was me, I'd be marking out all the perps on the blocks and setting my gauge now, so it's just easier to follow, and getting this bit absolutely spot on. I would use the full hour. Right, I'm here with Luke, one of the contestants. So Luke has now set out the first course of blocks and the first 2 course of bricks. How'd you find it, Luke?
Alright, yeah, fine, easy. The blocks were set originally one side of the other, so it was extra measurement. So I've changed the measurement, made it where it should be. Yeah, muck's a bit moody.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the muck like?
Bit gritty, bit 50-50 sunlight.
Yeah.
It's wet, but there's not much play in it.
I was just talking to Jack, and that muck is actually reusable muck, which I did sort of say to a couple of lads. Yeah, might be a little bit different. And he was saying about the corner blocks, you might not be able to pull your line too tight. But where's your trowel? Show the boys your trowel. It's my kind of trowel, this one. Look, nice little one. Nice and, is that on there? Nice and small. So you're pick and dipping?
Pick and dipping. Aiming to pick and dip.
Aim to pick and dip.
I think the back side I'm going to try and pick and dip where I can. But like I say, it's gritty. So
yeah, bricks are dry and all, aren't they?
Yeah, dry. A bit dusty as well. So yeah, I mean they'll bump up quick. Yeah. Bricks will bump up quick. I should be alright.
Are you doing 1 and run, or are you going to build a little corner? What are you going to do?
It starts in a half. So I'm going to come up for 3.
Yeah.
Small corner 3. Leave the single one for the top.
Yeah.
Pull it through. Chase it around. And then when I'm on my last one, if I can't pull off it, I'll just arm it again.
Okay, another one.
Yeah, see how.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, nice one.
Look forward to watching you. This is Phil, come all the way over from Philadelphia to compete in the regional heat for Super Trowel. So, Phil, how long have you been here so far?
Well, this is our 4th day here. We got to work on site a couple days, got used to the muck, as you call it, got used to some of the brick, and really looking forward to laying some brick today for this competition.
So how different is the muck and the bricks compared to back home?
Ooh, definitely different. The mortar here is easily compressible. It's easy to compress. It kind of does what you want it to do. It's a little looser. It stays looser for a longer period of time. It doesn't set up, or I think you might call it go off. It doesn't go off as fast.
Yeah.
Where we can lay brick the beginning of the day and strike up at the end of the day. Stuff that we laid in the morning, which is amazing.
So I think you might find a little bit of difference with this muck to site muck, because this has got lime in it, because this muck is reusable. So with it being a college, it won't cure completely. Knock it down, chuck it back in the mixer, and it will come out and they can reuse it. It might be slightly different.
As an instructor, I'm very used to that muck.
Right, okay.
Hopefully. Same stuff that we use, lime and sand.
And we was just talking about this little device here. So could you explain for the viewers what this is?
Sure, this is a simple spring scale that helps me adjust the tension of the string line for hanging on the leads. I know the brick are going to be wet as I build small leads, and if I pull the line too tight and hanging on a wet brick, we'll say, it's just going to pull the lead in.
So when you refer to lead, you mean what we refer to as a corner?
Corners. Yep.
Corner to build off. So are you going to pick and dip, or are you going to spread your muck and run? What's your tactic?
Great question. My tactic is pick and dip.
Pick and dip all the way. What size trowel you got? Oh, look at this.
There you are.
Look at this beauty. Unusual shape. Is this to do with the shape and the size of the bricks you've got in America?
Yes.
It's quite long and narrow.
Yes.
Because your bricks are probably not as wide as ours.
Not as wide, definitely. Not as long, not as wide, not as tall.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how you get on with that. It's got a nice balance to that.
They call it a coke trowel.
Coke trowel.
For the coke kilns, something like that, as far as I know, but it works for me.
We've got some Coke trowels in this country, Phil. But that's a separate,
Maybe a little different.
That's a separate issue. I wish you the best of luck, Phil. We'll get some
Thank
footage of you later on and go represent Philly. And hopefully you don't beat the English, but no disrespect.
Right, yeah. Thanks so much.
So the setting out element is now complete. The lads have a break from 11 o'clock till 12. They've been asked to come back down into the room about 10 to 12 just so they're all ready, and then they get 45 minutes of laying time, little brief break, and then back in the joint up. So the walls are set, the stage is set, so let's go and see who's going to win this regional heat, shall we?
main man himself. Joe, how's your regional heat going so far?
Exceptional, to be honest. Yeah, everything's going smoothly. You can see the lads now fully attacking their brickwork models, and everything's going smoothly at the moment. Yeah, yeah.
Some of them are really going for it, aren't they?
Yeah,
I mean, 45 minutes going at this pace is
totally.
It's quite a lot, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people sort of full speed mode at the moment, and
we're only sort of approaching halfway point. So, but let's see how they get on. But I was just saying, Phil from Philly is my
my little dark horse. I've just been watching him. He looks very good, very quick.
Going to go over and have a little look and see how Phil's getting on.
Looks very good. But a couple of real fast lads in here, but like I said, whether or not they can keep the pace up and the deductions, because the marking's quite strict, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah. You know, there's brick deductions for obviously defective bricks, i.e. chips and cracks, etc. You know, obviously hashing and grilling and stuff, so yeah, the rules are quite sort of stringent.
Got to have the whole package.
Yeah, the whole package, the numbers and the quality.
Another great event, Joe. Well done, mate. Right, 15-minute time has just been called, so 15 minutes remaining. Some good numbers going down so far. Not sure on the quality of it. I don't want to get too close to people, but it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. But yeah, some good numbers going in today. So 15 minutes to go. This is where I think you need to utilise how many courses you've got left on your corners, things like that. You want to be laying bricks right to that very last minute. So me personally would definitely do one and run with 15 minutes out. But who am I, eh? I ain't even competing. The end of the lay-in, they've got a 5-minute break, and then it's back for the jointing up, and then obviously the marking. Say it's fairly even looking across the board. I mean, even just, you know, when you pan across the room, you can see walls are very similar height, so it's going to come down to deductions. They're going to play a critical part, I think. The lad from Philadelphia, he's done well. He's certainly up there. Looks very good as well, looks very neat. There's a few neck and neck in here today, but no winners are announced today because of the Northern Heat next week, so they want to keep it fair, so there's no target to hit for the Northern Heat, which kind of makes sense. So a few minute break, join up and then marking, and we'll see where we are. Right, so we've had a little break now, and then they're going to come back and start jointing up. So I think you get 10 minutes to joint up, so obviously if it's not jointed, don't get counted in the total count for the bricks. In the meantime, I'm going to catch up with a couple of guys and showcase their products. We've got the safety brick system for popping up walls when they're green, stopping blowing over, and then we've got the Scorpion cavity cleaner, which I've kindly been sent by Ashley to give that a whirl. So catch up with them guys now while they're joining up and doing the marking, and have a look at their products. Right, I am here with Carl Harris, who is the inventor of the Harris brick safety system. I was just setting it up now. So this is a product which is designed to prop up walls to stop them blowing over. Carl had a nasty accident a few years ago, and this is the result of this of the accident is Carl developing this product. So I'll showcase you this a little bit. So this is Carl, and this is his product. How long have you been working on this product, Carl?
About 4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years, just trying to get it to market now, bring the awareness to health and safety, the implication of walls collapsing. I've just been going through, you know, all the wind testing and the loads and the weight and the damage and the effect on programs and health and safety and injuries and you know, days off of work. So Carl's going to talk us through the product a little bit, and yeah, and hopefully we can bring a bit of exposure to this innovation with health and safety.
Easy to install and dismantle. Just remove the centre pin from the horizontal part. Reinsert the pin. And it's good.
There it is. So that took what, I don't know, 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
10 seconds to put down. So there's a picture of the product, you know, in situ or whatever. So if that was a green wall, you just pop it up against there, and it would help. So what was it tested to wind-wise, Carl?
The wind, we've got 11 on the Beaufort scale, which is 73 miles per hour.
Which is like roofs coming off and all sorts. So really,
devastation.
You know, we're talking exceptional weather conditions, really.
Yeah.
So that should withstand a typical British weather.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway. So where can we buy this product if we want it?
The product is currently getting manufactured at the moment.
Yeah.
So we are talking about 2 to 3 weeks when we get the temporary works designs.
Yeah.
And then hopefully it'll be out in the hire shops as well as direct from our website.
Brilliant. Okay. Great product, lads. Easy to set up. There you go. So that's it, made up. Look, go straight against the wall to stop it blowing over. So here's the. We've all seen that, lads, haven't we? So keep an eye out for that, lads. It'll be coming to market soon. So Carl's been developing that for a number of years. Saves a lot of time, a lot of hassle, and saves lives. So check it out. Harris Brick Safety Systems. Ash is the inventor of the cavity tray cleaner, aren't you, Ash?
Yeah, inventor of the cavity tray cleaner. Comes together in 3 separate parts. You've got the Scorpion end piece, which connects on like that. Got a middle section which connects on like this, and then you've got the end piece there, connects on like that. So when you're building a wall with a tray section in it, you can put 1 course of block and 1 course of brick, slide this all the way along, build your wall up. All the muck will drop down in this, and at the end of the day you can pull it out and disconnect it section by section. So it's a huge time saver for when you're cleaning the trays out, not having to do core and hose every 2 blocks or 4 bricks, and basically it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of money when you're building.
So the longer the wall, the more pieces you connect together.
So I can put this a 10 metre wall, I can put that in a 10 metre wall, and I can easily pull 10 metres of muck out and disconnect it in a minute. It takes me 2 minutes to put it in and take it out.
So what width is that?
This here is 45 to 47 mil. So if you've got a bigger cavity, you could put 2 in side by side. Because the cavities are changing. You've got 50 mil cavities on timber frame. You've got 100 mil with blown-in insulation and 150 mil. So these sets can clean each cavity. You could just add in another section.
Makes sense.
Instead of buying lots of different, making lots of different size ones.
Just double them up.
Just double them up and triple them up. It's more cost effective for you, and it works. It works well.
So where are they available?
So they're available on my website, www.cavitytraycleaner.co.uk, and basically they're made in Britain. So it's a British-made product. I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, it's good. How long has it taken you to develop the product?
7 years altogether. I've been a bricklayer since I was 19, and I'm 33 now. And through that process, I've seen what a terrible job it was to clean out the cavities, and how much time we're losing, for training apprentices and stuff like that. This is just such a faster way. It's just going to be.
And they come in these nice bags, don't they, as well? So they come in a nice bag, which is you can just sling them in, and it's nice and easy to carry. They're lightweight, and they're a really good product from what I've seen. So Ashley's actually sent me one of these, so a full set. So I'm actually going to give them. I was talking to Ash prior to this video, and I'm be rolling them out next couple of weeks on a gable end, which I think will work really well. You put the tray through. We're going to put this in there, and we're going to put it through its paces and see what it's like, because we have got a big cavity, which is why I asked Ash about the width of the tray, because we've got 128mm cavity, so it'd be interesting to see how that performs. But I think positional wise, if you get it central in the cavity or close to the brickwork, it'll still do its job anyway. So, but yeah, it looks like a good product. It's well made, it's well thought out, and it just looks very simple, which I think leads to a good product. The simple ideas are often the best. So I look forward to giving it a go, Ash.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. 7 years in the making. And hopefully we see it rolled out across the board, and I look forward to giving it a go and appreciate you sending it to me.
Look forward to it.
Look out for the video, lads. Right, back to the Super Trowel. The marking is nearly done, so let's have a little look and see how they've got on.
Who's the winner?
Just as we said, there's no winners or losers today. That happens a week on Friday. I don't know if there's any losers amongst it. The work looks fantastic. Real top quality stuff, and it'll look great splash wherever it's splashed. It's up to you whether or not you give your colleagues compatriots up in Warrington the opportunity to have a look at how many you've laid. They'll be counting the bricks, no doubt, and photo posts. As I said, without the deductions, if you want to know your score, I'm quite happy to read them all out. I'll just do the lane number rather than the name. Okay, so these are all the scores of bricks laid in 45 minutes. So just bear that in mind. On a 20 brick run, which will be a little bit slower than a 40 brick run, clearly. So 45 minutes. Number one.
Right, that's the Southern Regional Heat done for Super Trowel 2024. So 17 competitors battled it out for 45 minutes, and then we've got the Northern Heat in Warrington next week, and then I believe there's 14 competing next week. So from the 17 in the Southern, 14 in the Northern, and then I believe it's the best from them that go through into the final in Milton Keynes in August. So congratulations on the first regional heat. Obviously this competition has just grown incredibly since the first one in August last year. They've already outgrown Hertfordshire Regional College, which is a phenomenal facility in itself. So on to bigger and better things, but not taking anything away from Hertfordshire College. The setup today, all the apprentices, all the bricklayers, everyone supporting, and loading the bricks out and bringing the muck in. Everyone said, all the competitors said how well run this event was, and 17 people in there, 17 stations, 17 walls, 17 places for everyone to work and be judged and have a fair crack at it. Credit to everyone, all the judges, everyone that's given up their free time to support it. Absolutely incredible. Great facility, great materials. The mortar, it's coming out of a silo for a college. I mean, I remember back in the day, I used to have to knock up my own muck. Incredible, but an incredible event. I won't share the results. Good number of bricks laid by pretty much everyone today. Very consistent across the board. Most people are around same sort of level, but all round a fantastic event. Got to meet some good people. Great feeling. Great community coming together. So looking forward to the final. It's going to be amazing. So I think people will be pushing Charlie Collison this year, and the prizes are just going to get bigger and better. And then I think there's talk of the English winning Super Trowel going across to maybe the Spec Mix American event, but that's for the future. Endless possibilities. Just discussing a couple of things with Joe. Endless possibilities, talking like Ryder Cup, England versus Scotland and Wales, and all different possibilities, which is incredible for a bricklaying event. So that's it for me. Thank you to Joe for allowing me to come to the event today. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in Milton Keynes in August for the big one. Peace and love.